I do. How you going? Am I okay? It's a bit low, isn't it? It's a bit low. Let's see what that's like. Testing. Hello. 1, 2. Hopefully this should kick in a second. Just do some housekeeping. Let's have a look at the desktop room. Get low. Let's see what that's like. Hello. Alright, I'll be with you in a second. I'll catch up in a second. Let's just make sure. It's facing the wrong way a little bit. That's better. Yeah. Alright, how you doing? Hello everyone. Oh, on the desktop. Right, what we've done, we're carrying on from last time. And I've got a few mods. I've got some video to put in there. Bit of video. I've actually fitted the antenna. Installed the antenna. No coax and no ground plate, but we've put the antenna up just to get it up there. Come up with a bit of an ingenious no, it's obviously ingenious, or probably not really, but anyway, I've got a sprung loaded bolt, and so you articulate the antenna, put it onto the base, onto the pole, you articulate the antenna up, and there's a dead bolt that's sprung loaded that pops into the mast to hold it up until you get the final. While you're tuning, and when you finish tuning, you can put your final retaining bolt in. Now I'm going to model that onto the model, put that into the model. So I've got some mods to do to catch up onto that bit, because I want to be able to model it so I can see what would happen before I actually do stuff. So anyway, we'll get on with it, shall we? Right, okay, so we want this view here. Okay, so we're on that view there. I wonder if I could drop that down a bit. No, I'll leave it where it is. That's alright. Okay, so what you're looking at the minute is SketchUp Make 2017. As far as I know, the last free version. So anyway, sort of an impromptu carry on from the last time. Anyway, so where we got to last time, I managed to model. We modelled a coax feed plate, and I made a placeholder little you'll recognise that feed. So basically going to put a ring crimp onto crimp and solder onto some thick laminated wire, probably, or maybe not, don't know yet. Solder it into there. Somehow I've got to insulate all this. And I can buy a plug that's sealed with a gasket. Normally these are sideways on. Any sort of antenna feed is sideways on. I suppose it lets the rain drip down across there, across that way. But I want to bolt it all modularly onto the existing bolts of the antenna. Let me just see if my audio is okay. It lets the rain. Any drop frames? No, we're alright, we're doing okay. Alright, so anyway, needless to say, changed the design somewhat, and I need to model it. Now, I'll tell you what I can do. I can play you a short video of my antenna in the garden, if you like. to show you what I've done so far, sort of thing. If I could just make sure I've got it, so just hold on a second, I'll do it off screen. If I put, yeah, I got it there, haven't I? Well, I've got some pictures. I can show you a picture. Right, here we go. Let's load up this picture. Right, there you go. There's one. Hang on, let's move this one over here. Just shuffling. I got 3 screens on the go here, so I'm just shuffling this down out the way. Right, yeah. So that's me setting up. So what we've got here, we've got my concreted in 60 millimeter diameter pole. Okay, concrete into floor, and I've got this extra leg now, which I didn't have before. Let's see if I can bring up a zoomed in version. Yeah. Right, it's a bit, it's not so clear, this one, a bit fuzzy. But anyway, you can see you got your, I've got some M10 all thread going through with 3 spacer washers, and you've got an M10 all thread the same size there with 3 spacer washers in the middle. Washer, 2 nuts to lock it. And what we've got is, can you see that one? It's a sprung loaded ball nose. And what happens is, when you want to bring your antenna down, you take off this, undo these nuts, pull that out, then this is only held, it'll swing from that one, and that will need to be popped out of the hole. So how you do that is just pull on it like a jack, you know, like a one-arm bandit. Just pull on it, and as you pull, the ball nose will ride over the steel and pop past it and allow you to lower it down. And when you've altered your antenna length or try and tune it, pop it back up, and there's no need to put this bolt in until you've finished. So you put that in when you finish tuning, and you're not going to bring it down again. You bolt that back up. And it also has the added bonus of, where possible, keeping this radial over top of this pole, sort of. It's not slightly off, but it's better than sticking right out. Anyway, sort of keep everything in line. And we've still got the room for the plate to go around here. So we've still got room for the plate. I've allowed enough clearance from there to there for this plate to go in with the radials. Now obviously once you've fitted the radials, you're not going to be able to tip it. If you've got short radials you could, but I'm going to have long radials, so you would have to take your radials off before or some of them. You'd have to take a few off in order to tip it, or you could only tip it so far as before they touch the floor, if you know what I mean. And I've set this up so this area will miss my long wire, and the end of the aerial will just sit on the edge of the fence. So anyway, let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. Let's see if I got anything else. Oh, there's one more. That's a bit, so you can see the long wire. This area, when you flip it, it'll lean down and just sit over there on that fence, and it allows you, it passes over there, but you can then work on it. Anyway, so I've got the aerial up. There's no coax on it at the minute. There's no tuning on it. And the good thing is, my Nano VNA I ordered from Banggood has come in today. Let's quickly show it, yeah. Why not? Here we go. Right, here it is. Nano VNA. A nice little box. Nice box came with it. Got some programming instructions. There we got it. I suppose we could switch it on. 2 seconds. There it is. Anyway, I've got to learn how to use it because I don't really know. I roughly know, but I've watched other people use it. But anyway, and I've got a bit of a video as well. Here we go. Here's a bit of a video. Ready? Alright. I've got it up. It's hang on. Let's start again because I'm not sharing the right screen. I've got it up. It's Sunday. Right, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Alright. I've got it up. It's Sunday after 4 PM. I've got an articulated bit. I managed to get it on my own. It's a beast, isn't it? To say the least. It's a beast to say the least, yeah. So there's that one, and then there's a walk around the back. Did I do the walk around the back? Nah, that'll do. Right, so anyway, let's get on with the design. So it's it's not bad actually. We've got trees around us, so you can't really see it, to tell you the truth. You can't really see it until you get right on top of it. Anyway, so what I've got to do from my initial design here, I've got to reflect the actual design, right? So what I'm going to have to do is change it a bit. I like to be, accurate so I can work out things. Like that 50 diameter pole, 50 millimeter diameter pole is now 38 mil. So we've got to change that, because actually if you've got a Hustler antenna, I put the pole and that in before I bought the base of the antenna. I didn't really try to see how wide it was. Anyway, so my original pole's 60 mil diameter. I was going to put this 50 mil diameter pole inside there with a spacer, plastic spacer, to insulate it, but then I've changed it. And tell you what, where did that go? Oh yeah, I want to show you that, don't I? Let me just show you this again. Right, I didn't draw the attention to a certain thing. See that there? That's rubber, 5 or 6 mil rubber. So I've insulated the antenna from the pole and the drop down pole here and all this steel work, so it's insulated. Because the idea is to bolt the disc off the base and use the radials as the ground plane. And I don't really want to involve any steel as a ground plane, even though it's close proximity, it'll somewhat act as a sort of parasitic ground plane. I don't know. Anyway, so it's insulated, and I bolted it up. So that's what I want to show you there. But as it stands at the minute, that will be not much good as an antenna with no ground plane. It'll try and use the Coax as the ground plane. We don't want that. So anyway, so what we're going to do, I need to model this bit onto my model, so I'm pretty much sure of what I've got, so I'm going to have to model that. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, because I need to create the disc, but I don't want to create the disc with the wrong information on it, It's designed for the Hustler BTV antenna series, whether it be a 4, 5 or 6 or anywhere in between or above if you've modified yours. Yeah, so I need all the sizes the right size. I'm going to get a bit of clearance in case someone, but that pole, you cannot put 50 mil galv or 50 mil pole U-bolt round onto a Hustler, because the U-bolts will be over here. Once it'll come out over here and over there, so it wouldn't actually fit. So that's what, hence the picture, hence this bit here. That's a 38 diameter pole, that is 38 millimeter. You'd have to convert it to inches yourself. Right, so I'm going to model that. So the first thing I'm going to do is change this pole to and you may have noticed it's black as well. It's black. Now it's black because, believe it or not, this is a leg. It's a leg off a miter saw table. I got this miter saw table. You attach it, you pull your legs out, and this actually was already part of how you used to open and close the table. It was new, but it had a foot missing. It had a foot missing, so I didn't mind using it for bits. And I needed some at 38mm on the fly. I needed it straight away, and that's the only thing I had that was 38mm. So I used it, and I used it in the exact length it came off in. And that ball, sprung-loaded ball socket lock thing, deadbolt, was already in it. And I've got 3 more on the other 3 legs. So really, if I wanted to, I could put another sprung-loaded one there, but I don't see the point. As long as when you push the antenna up, it locks it in, stops it falling on you until you can get that bolt in. Anyway, it's a good idea. And that literally, it's a circlip on the end of it, a pin that goes through, a big like round ball bolt, and there's a spring on the back pushing against the back of the inside of the tube. That's all that is, but it's yeah, and it works well. To drill a hole in here, it's as you should push it up, it slides over the round piece and then it pops in and locks it in place. Then when you finish tuning, you just put your bolt back in there. Right. Okay, so I've got to modify that. So now I'm going to delete. Let's just delete that. Let's get rid of that. Totally get rid of that. Right, it's gone. Right. I'm going to hide the radials at the minute. I'll keep the plate. So let's get rid of the radials. Let's get rid of all the radials at the minute. Let's get rid of them. Right, and we've got. I'm modelling it because I want to only make it once. I only want to mill it out once. So obviously aluminium is expensive. And this is this disc was going to be. Let's have a look at the size of this disc. 370mm wides. Yeah, so out of a 400 square piece of 5mm thick aluminium plate, 5mm thick, I'm going to be able to mill out with a little bit of spare for the milling bit and somewhere to clamp it down. Right, so anyway, I'm going to alter this a bit. That's a lot lower than that is that, so I can either I don't want to move the antenna, so I'll move that whole thing down. Right, so what I'm going to do is alter this down a bit. I'll drop it down 200mm out of the way. So basically the intention is to model it, generate some G-code from this 3D drawing, flatten it out and generate some G-code, mill out this plate. I don't know whether I'm going to mill all these holes out to start with. I'm probably just going to mill out enough for 4 or 3 radials. I've got 3 radials. I'll probably mill it out for 3 to start with, so I need to create another set of radials just for 3. Anyway, right, let's just model this other bit then. Let's get this done. So it's let's create it. So it's 38mm, so 17, 2 17s. I'm no good at maths. 38mm, is it 19? Yeah, 19mm. Oops, what's it done? What size is that? Has it gone nuts? Oh no, it's done it right. 38mm. Yeah, it's put it up in the air to make it look big. Perspective. Right, it's not very thick, this material, so let's just do it. Let's say it's, I don't think it's 2mm, could be 1.5mm, 2mm, let's just say 2mm. Right, let's take out the the middle. Let's make it longer. Let's bring it up. Let's think what size it is. So it doesn't matter exactly. Oh, it probably does actually. I could measure the spare leg, but I'm not that fussed. It's about so far. So let's get a tape measure out. It's about so big. So big. It's designed to be a thing on the bench. 80. So you bolt it there, 300mm. Yeah, I'll say it's. I'm gonna say it's 850 long. It probably isn't. Well, I can alter that after anyway. Not a problem. I can alter that after. I ain't going outside to measure it, so I'm gonna go like that and I go 850. Right, so that's that. Right, so there it is there. We might as well make it in black again as well. Right, so I'll make it into a component. Right, and we might as well paint it black. That's the colour it is, so let's choose it. What is it? It's more of a just black. We'll just give it a black colour. Not too black, we need to be able to see it, so sort of that colour. That's a bit black, isn't it? Let's try to. Yeah, that'll do. We'll paint the inside black and the edge black. Right, okay. So we've got our pole. Now we need to put in a hole for articulation. Right, that's not as easy as it sounds. Do I need a hole? I don't really need to make a hole. I can just make a pin. So that'll do for that. I need to make a pin next. Tell you what, let's put that pole where it's supposed to be. Let's put it where we want it, down here by the antenna. Go on, get in there, you bugger. Yeah. So, it's fiddly stuff. Right. Right, let's get in there. Let's just get it right where we want it. So it's perspective, so it's all over the place. Right, let's get it over there. Oh, that's alright. Close. Get it level with that. Oops. See what it keeps doing. Oh, you bugger, get it. Keep selecting the wrong one. That's it. We need to bring it out a bit. Let's have a look. Zoom in on that. Zoom in on that. It's a bit boring all this, but I've got to do it, so I might as well live stream it. Yeah, I might as well live stream it. And it gives people a chance to input as well. Chuck their 2p in if they got a better idea. Or some other thing we can add if we're creating this. Anyone else thinks we, you know, if there's anything else we could do. Any ideas or whatever. Right, I need to just pull that over to there. Need to grab that and bring it into there. That's something like that. Let's have a look. How's that gone? The best way of looking at this is parallel projection. Straight above and then like that. And we can just bring it over to the right place. There's the middle of the thing. There's the middle of that. So it doesn't have to be that spot on. And oh, we forgot one thing: the rubber. So they've got the 5mm rubber going off this. So let's just do that. Oh, let me do. You must first select a single layer. Okay. Oh, tell you what it wants. It wants me to actually double click on it. I can do that, but then I'll have to. Right, so 5mm from there. Right, but don't want it to be part of this. So I'll tell you what. We'll get rid of that. Undo that. come out of that. Right, so what we need to create that, so let's just measure it. I wanted to model the rubber so I get the distance right. So it's 38 mil. So 38 mil plus 5 mil on either side, 48 mil. So I want a circle or rubber with 48 mil. So I'll divide by 2, 24 mil. And it's gone right down there, as you do. Right, so what's that? No, something happened there, wrong. Something went silly then. Let's try again. 48 mil, 24 mil. That's better. It's 24 mil, and we want to step it back. It's 5 mil thick. 5 mil. That's it. Take the end out of it. Create a. Group it. Make a component. Right, and I made it 55 mil tall. I made it, so I need to grow it by 55 mil. Oops. What's going on? I need to grow it by 55 mil. There we go. Because we're not in parallel, it all looks weird. Right. Let's paint it. It's supposed to be rubber. We got plastics or rubber? We got any rubber on here? Asphalt, concrete, leather, textiles, vegetation, synthetic surfaces. That'll do. So it's black rubber. Okay. Oop, we might as well do the underneath as well. No, that went wrong. Yeah. I want the wrong symbol. Let's paint the underneath. Yeah. So there's my rubber spacer. Right, it's disappeared off into the ether now. Let's find it again. Here it is. Okay, so we want 2 of them. 2 of them, so let's get 2 of them. Well, first we'll put the one into the right position. Put it in up the top. Okay. Right. Let's get this centered on. I should be able to easy center this on here. Easier said than done. Oh, just trying to turn it. I didn't want to do that. No, why is it flying up? Ah, the inside's different, isn't it? Alright. Let's try and get close to it. That's as close as it's going to get, isn't it? Is it? Right, anyway, we got that. That's okay. So we need to do the U-bolt next. Now I had to drill these bolt holes out on this plate. I had to make them bigger because they were so small that the bolts I bought for the job, the U-bolts, wouldn't go in. So let's just measure them. 7 mil. Yeah, 7 mil. I think they were 8 mil. Yeah, so they need to make them bigger. This is the default one, the size when you buy it. I think I'll leave them as it is, because you might be able to get. Why does that look longer than that looks longer than on the picture for some reason. Let's have a look at the picture again. Oh, I think I got it sticking up a bit there. Yeah, I put it past it. I didn't do it flush. I went a bit past to make sure it's got a good connection. Yeah, so I went past a bit. So let's just do that. Let's get both of them and bring them up. How far up? Not a lot. Say 20 mil. 20 mil. What's that look like? Yeah. Now, because I want that hole in the middle, so let's go back 5 mil. Undo move. Move it. Say 15. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so now I need a U-bolt in there, and I haven't got the U-bolts. I haven't got a drawing of a U-bolt, so I can't remember now how to model a U-bolt and get it to do the bend and everything. A half circle, maybe. Won't be a proper U-bolt though, it'll be something else. Does it matter? It don't matter for now. Right, so we want to copy that, duplicate of that, and bring it down here. Ready for the other clamp. You can see why I'm trying to model it now. I've moved it. No, undo, copy. Alright, let's try again. No, we don't want to move it. We want to copy it and leave it on track. Why won't it stick? That's better. So we've got a copy of it, and we need it to line up with our holes. So it needs to come down a little bit more. Doesn't have to be that crucial. Oh, I can use that. Let's see. Right, let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so we've got our insulation. So we've insulated our antenna from any extra metal other than the mounting part of the antenna. Right, so that's why I wanted to model it, because I want to see how much gap is here. Alright, I need to know that goes close to there, and as it happens I would be hard pressed to get that rubber in there. So that rubber was an extra after. So, right, so that's so far so good. Let's just do a save. Oh, it's gonna have a medication time. Medication time. So I've been on my day job today, working in the rain, soaked through in the rain, but never mind. Past scaring. Right. Okay, so the plate is going to have to be modified. I'll tell you what, let's lose the plate for a bit. Let's lose the plate for a bit. Mounting plate. We just called it plate, didn't we? So let's get rid of the plate. I'll tell you what, let's get... Well, we can leave that there. I won't hurt really that bit. Right. So we've got that. Now the pole has to be moved. I don't want to move the antenna, there's loads of bits, but the pole is just one lot, so I can move the pole if I go sideways on to the right wire, that one, and I want to move that way, similar to where it is. I need to create 3 washers. Let's create some washers. Right, so let's create some washers. We want a downward thing. Let's create some M10 washers. So I think they're I don't know what size that's. It just says 16mm, 8mm diameter washers. Right, let's have a step on them. We'll just go in like that. They're 5mm. Okay, take the middle out. Let's have them, thicken them up a bit. Don't know, it's about 1.5mm, 1.5mm, say. There you go. There's your washer. Make a component. I don't even bother calling them names anymore. Right, let's colour it. Let's colour it a steel colour, metal. That colour. Yeah. Colour washer. Oops, where's it gone? Come back, washer. Oh god, hang on. It's SketchUp's doing it. It's got stuff in view and it makes this thing go a bit slow. Look at how slow that is. Right. Oh, no, I can't zoom around it. Hang on, let's come out of that. Right. Oh, why's the colour gone stupid? Undo paint. Right, let's start again. I thought I could just scan that. Hang on. Did I make a... Yeah. Zoom in. Now I can, yeah, I can rotate it now. Silly me, my fault. Nothing to do with the software. Right, so I paint it. Paint the washer. Stickler. Oh, now it's doing something weird. Oh, God. Paint it. Right, so we've got a washer. Right, we want 3 washers, so we might as well create 3. They're 1.5 mil thick. So we'll copy that. So I'll go like that. Copy. And I think I can do ×3 here. ×3 or 2. Yeah. So there's me 3 washers. I'll group them together because there's for now. Right, group. Okay. Now we need to rotate them. Need to rotate the washers, so we need some frame of reference to do a rotate. We can't get a frame of reference against it around, so that will hold it there. Well, oh, that's no good. Hang on. Right, so get that. Get our frame of reference. Come up to it and oops. we're on a big arc here. Oh well. There you go. Right. Did it, but not the way we wanted to do it. So we've got to put one there on the pole. We want 2 lots actually. Oh no, there's only, yeah, there's 2 lots. So let's just, we can copy that in a minute. Sorry, going off on a tangent. We're making this up as we go along. So forgive that. So we're on that one. If you want to do it easier or more scientifically or accurately, so we're level there. I'm not sure we are actually. Let's move this across onto the front of this. Can't do it. Anyway, so we want our what's that? That don't look level, does it? What's happened here? Hey, that's no good. Right, so we've not brought that the back level. No, can't get it now. See, it's impossible to get it. I'm still in perspective. Right, so I'm gonna have to step back a few. Right, hang on. Undo, rotate. Right. Right. So where's my nuts gone? Where's my washers gone? I've lost it now. There it is, floating. There they are. They're flat. They're supposed to be flat. There they are, flat. Right. Oh, I need to rotate them now. So I'll go there. I'll get my flat axis off that. Stop referencing that. Hang on. I want to use that as a reference, but I don't. I want to go into this. What's it doing? I don't know what I'm doing here now. It's not right. Right. So I haven't got anything flat that it likes. There it is, but I want it. Why does it keep referencing that? Yeah, the software's strange, so I want to use that. Now it's doing this again. Okay. Now, as long as it's flat, it doesn't matter. Yeah, right. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. I want to move it. Right, okay. Yeah, you have to fight it. You've got to fight the software. Fight it. Got to drag it, kicking and screaming. Sometimes Sometimes it does exactly what you want. Right. So that's the size. So we want to bring the washers down. Bring the washers down to nearly the bottom. About there, I think, yeah. About there. Right, it just seemed to be at the wrong angle still. So, not quite sure why. Oh, it's up there. What's he doing up there? Let's take this. So we're in parallel projection. I don't quite know what's going on anymore. I want them down there. Right. Down there. That's better. We're looking better now. No, I don't want to spin it. I want it on the surf, on edge. Alright, and I want this one here on the edge of that. Okay. We've got that. So, right, so we've got that. Now that looks a bit, let's look at the original, go back to the actual thing. I've left a gap. I've left enough gap for the disc and then the space bar. Right, so enough gap for the disc and spacer bar. Alright, so that's two. That needs to go up. That was, yeah, it's too much gap there, isn't there? Yeah, so let's go up a bit. Let's go up to about there. Yeah, about there. Right, so then we want to do, we need an all thread all the way through with an X nut on it. Do we need to model it to that extent? Are we that bothered? Are we that bothered? Don't know. Right, let's just do a... right, it's 10mm, so it's 5mm. And it's about... can't remember how long it was now. Well, let's just have a measure. So we've got from there to there, 100 and some, so this sticks out about, say it's 150mm. 150mm. Oh, won't let me do it from that angle. This perspective angle's not good for this kind of stuff, right? Alright, so let's say 165mm. Right, so there's your pin. That's your pin. Let's get back into perspective. Right, right, we got a pin. This is boring. I did say it was boring. Anyway, I've got to do it, so I might as well live stream it. Right, let's articulate that pin. Alright, so we're gonna articulate it round. Well, let's make it into a component first. Don't bother with names anymore. I've named this stuff in the past. Alright, let's, on that axis, let's get the pin in the hole, something like, and then it. Right, let's get up here. Right, let's lift it up. Oh, look what it's doing. It's doing it all on a weird angle. It was almost there, wasn't it, to start with? Right, okay. Alright, so you got your pin. No. Sort of, and bring it over, through there. Now spin it round. Yeah, spin it round there. Alright, let's spin it back. That's not bad actually. It's not exactly right. If you want it exactly right, you have to go onto parallel projection, And you have to get on there, and you have to zoom in, then you have to grab it like that, and you have to bring it over, and you have to sort of guess, and then you have to change the view, and the washers ain't quite right, so you have to bring it down a bit. You could go to the extreme, but at the end of the day you just need to model it. That's not inside the thing, is it? What's happened there? No, that's right there. Oh, it's my washers that aren't right. It's the washers that aren't right. This is what yeah, let's get back into parallel mode. Right, let's put the washers right. This is craziness. Right, what's that like? I'm even turning my head to face the way the... Oh, God. Right, let's have a look. Alright, we've got something like, yeah, you have to drag it kicking and screaming. It helps if you're on the autistic spectrum for this kind of stuff, because most people would give up and go and have a pint down the pub, or go and watch the telly with their feet up and rest after a day's work. But yeah, you got to be slightly something wrong with you, yeah. Ah, lovely drink. Right. Anyway, so we need some nuts. Do we need some nuts? Yeah, let's create some nuts. Let's save that. Where's the save gone? Yeah. Do we want nuts? That doesn't look quite right there. What's happened? Maybe I didn't make them thick enough. I think that's about right. Anyway, so we want the same again at the top. So let's copy that, and move it up. Say, oh no, don't move it, copy it first. Up 300 mil. Right, is that 300 mil enough? Yes, pretty much it is enough, yeah. Okay, now let's put the ball joint in. We might as well put the ball joint in. Right, I'll just copy that again. Copy it. It's about there, it snaps into about there, the ball joint does. Well, we'll make this unique. Make unique. And well, then we'll shrink it down. Actually, it's got to be pushed over. Something like that. And we've got to shrink it over. It needs to be, oh, we need to get to the back of it there. I want it to shrink it. Shrink it over, say something like that. Is that acting as a pin? Yes it is, that'll do. So that's a ball nose sprung loaded pin, but anyway, that'll do for that. So we've got something like what we're after in the picture. Tell you what, let's bring the picture up and have a look. Let's bring a different one up. Right, that's the real one. And this is the model. Close enough. Close enough for the size of the steel is right. So close enough. Right. Okay. Right, so we've got that there. Now what we wanted to do, we haven't got our clamps on, we haven't got our nuts on, we're not worried about that at the minute. So this is basically mimicking what we've got. And basically, if I group the whole thing together, you can articulate it. Let's just group the whole thing together. So let's get behind it. Which is behind? Is that behind? No. Oh, what's it doing? That's the wrong way. Is there a behind? Which one is it? Is that it? No, is that it? That's it there. Right, so we get to that point there. We're going to have to group all the antenna now. Put it into a group. So we're going to grab that bit. Oh, we're going to grab this bit. Oh, we need to make that rubber. And that. I need to group that, that, and that. Alright. And make it. Yeah, we need to group that. Group. Then we need to group. Actually, the whole thing needs to be grouped, doesn't it? So group that, that. All this stuff. That. 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 That and that. That and the last bit, that. So we're going to group all that, group. Then we're going to group that and that, group. Right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to rotate this now. So what we'll do is we'll rotate it. So we're going to grab that and we're going to get the rotator. We're going to go onto the pin there, into the center of the pin. Right, and then we're going to go like that. Right, and we're going to pretend we're bringing the aerial down. Now, how can I stop? Hang on, go on to that. I've lost it now, haven't I? Let's get sideways. Oh no, I want that one, don't we? Alright, that's it one. Yeah, the trouble is I can't get to the right angle of it. Right, so let's go. Oh yeah, perspective's on, isn't it? So we get to there. Anyway, so this is basically what we're going to do. Oh, I need to grab that. I need to rotate it around this pin. Right, I thought I could get rid of the lines off it. So we've got this is our idea. So you do that and you snap it down and then you rotate the whole thing down like that. Actually, that'd be good, wouldn't it, if you could have a thing that would snap into. See, there's an idea there straight away. At the minute it rests, the far end rests on the fence, but you could either come all the way down to the floor like that, which will put force on the end of the aerial. You don't really want that. Or you could snap it. It'd be nice if you could snap in there. So you could snap it, ball would snap up there, and there is the pin on the end of it, which you could snap down there. You'd have to create some steel work off your post. Let's have a look at that. Let's investigate whether we could put in a bracket here that pin bolts into. I mean, I don't think I could go that low because my fence is higher than there. No, it probably isn't. No, it isn't. It will go. So that would hold it up, and then it'll allow you to work on the antenna horizontally. Yeah, just slide it along. Anyway, right, I'm going to go for an interim. Back in a bit. So I'm just going for an interim. Back in a bit. I'm back. How you do? Oh, yeah. Right, I'm back off my intro. Right, some more to this amateur radio art that meets the eye. Antennas. People just want to get on there, but you have to make an antenna. You have to just sort an antenna out. Anyway, right, so we got that bit. Right, so that's sort of modelling what we got outside. Sort of. The critical bit is this bit here between the antenna and the pole, and that's modelled exactly right. But you can never tell until you actually make one. Till you make one and make a plate. So let's get the plate on. Yeah, let's put the plate back on. Right, let's have a look at this plate. And you can see
G7UIV, M0TPQ.
I was just going to say the radios are quiet tonight. Let's put the HF one on. See if we can't find some Russian guy or German, Italian with 1,000 watts pointed on a full-size beam on top of a lattice tower facing us that you've got no chance of ever contacting back. Right, let's find something.
M0JZH.
Let's find something. Let's see if there's anything on 14 meters. Megahertz, sorry. 20 meters. It's a bit dead round here. Bit dead. Right, can't find anyone there. Let's have a look. What's the span? Right. What's this? Just noise. Yeah, I'm on an untuned 1-to-1 balun on 5 meters hanging down and about 20 meters into an L shape or an inverted V, so whatever you can attach to in the garden. Alright for listening to, but nothing at much else. Just a lot of noise. Just a hell of a lot of noise. Yeah, there's noise after noise. What a shame. Expensive radio just to listen to a load of noise. But anyway, it's not the radio's fault, it's my fault for not tuning. Not even trying to tune a piece of wire. I've got some activity on 40 meters. What is that? Don't know what that is. I suppose I should really put you onto. Should put you onto this screen really when I'm messing around here. What is that noise? What? Moscow? What's that? Propaganda? Bit of propaganda. It's dead. The only people you can hear when the bands are dead is people pushing a lot of power. Unfortunately. Oh, Roger, I heard that. What? Come in, red one. of variable frequency tonight on atmospherics and whatever. Not good. Not good. Oh well. Nightmare. What the hell is that? Jesus. Need some radio police on here. It's just a lot of noise. Suppose I could sit. You could sit here on there, but there's nothing on here anyway. Right, so let's turn it off. I don't think there's anything to listen to. It's just a lot of noise today. Yeah, let's turn that off. Lot of noise there, unfortunately. What else we got on here? Set 2 meters. Anything on 2 meters? Nothing on 2 meters. Oh.
Degrees back to north, and then test it again, check it again.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone there.
Yeah.
Anything on
Yeah.
277s?
Anyway, Tom, I'm gonna go. That's 9. I've got to go and take my tablets. It's late.
Oh no.
I'll have my tea. Fill me up.
You'll take a tablet,
I'll
won't
take
you?
my tablets and I'll go and feed the birds. And watch. Well, try to watch a bit
No,
of TV.
there's nothing much doing here. Oh well. Alright, we'll leave that alone then for a bit. Right, back onto it. Let's get back onto it. Here we go. Back onto it. Right. Excuse me. Very thirsty after going all day with hardly any drinks. Right. Let's get back onto it. So we're back onto the plate. Now we've got to modify the plate. Now we've modified the plate. Yes, because I've changed the diameter of this pole. It was going to be that initially. So we need to alter this. We can make that small hauler, that hole smaller. Yeah, you can't see me when I'm down here, scrouching down. So is that? Don't know. So, yeah, it's just about. It's a bit of a weird angle. Sorry. Anyway, right. Let's sort this all out. So from that plate, we need to alter this hole. I can move it across. It's too big though. So what do we do to get rid of? Let's tell you what. Let's get rid of the hole altogether first. Let's get rid of the hole by doing this and that should give us a flat plate with no hole in it. Yeah. Then we want to bring back the. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, God! Why is that so massive there around that plate? That's funny, isn't it? Ah, because of the radials. That's why. The radials are within, but switched off. Right. So, right, we need to get that back over to there. We need to zoom in. And basically, wherever this interacts with this plate, we need to position our new hole. Now, that is part of the antenna, so when you kick it over, the whole thing will kick over with it. When I kick this over that way, the whole thing will come with it, the radials as well. What I really wanted was to keep the radials in place, but you can't. They're part of this antenna. So it's gonna, you might have to undo a few antennas. You might have to take them off for tuning. But how can you do that? How can we do a quick release system? So your radials have to be tuned. So I suppose what you'd have to do is you'd have to tune the vertical sections first. I don't really want to tune radials, so I'm just going to bolt them on at a fixed length. So yeah, so once I finish tuning the verticals, I don't know whether to temporarily, when it's insulated, without the radials on, just the plate, whether to put a connection, electrical connection between that and the steel pole in order to get some sort of ground plane while tuning. And you have to keep fetching it down, put it up. When you got it up, then bolt your. When you've got it vertical again, and you've tuned it as far as you can get it, and just adding the ground planes should maybe bring the swar down more. Maybe, is that the idea? So get it as far as you can get it, then bolt your planes on. That's all you can hope for. Anything else, you'd have to just get the radio to tune it. Just tune it with you know. Anyway, it's experimental, so it's just experimental. I don't want it on the floor, you see. Typically that would be down on the floor. So I don't want it on the floor, I want it head height with the radials. This is a garden, so pretend this is a garden. It is. A person is about. A person's about this height here, right? And if they stretch up, they can just touch that, so they can. Basically, actually, they're about this height. They're that height, a person. So you can walk around the garden underneath the radials. And not really bother you. Do your mowing and whatever you got to do without worrying about stepping over it or knocking into anything. And then you got your 8 radials, 16, and your 32. As many as you want. I'm only going to put 4 probably. 4 for now. See how it goes. I don't know, it's a bit experimental, but because it's bolt on, it's all bolt onto there with U-bolts, so, and you don't even have to use aluminium radials. You could use wire. You could just bolt your wire on and pull out your wire over to a fence, or even join up with a polyester rope and attach that to the fence. So you can still tune it with wire if you want, and you could even have it on an angle. You could bring them down at 75 or 45 degrees if you don't want your radials like that. You could bring the wires down to wherever you can fit them, but then you're not going to be able to walk around the garden with them. That's the whole idea of having this radials coming out off this plate to hold the radials away where you want them. Anyway, so we've got physically what we do with it, we decide after, but what we physically got to do is get the design right for this. So let's measure that. Tell you what, we'll measure that. So we've got, what have we got straight through it? 48 mil. So it's 48 mil. We need some clearance. We need at least 10 mil clearance, probably more. So let's say that's 48 mil, 58 mil, 68 mil, 70 mil. Should we say 70 mil? 70 mil. Let's do a circle of 70 mil. So 35 mil. There it is. So we've got our 70 mil. We need to move that now. Can we move that? Yeah. I need to move that somewhere around here. I want it spot on in the middle there, really. So what we can do is do it in X-ray mode. We need to grab the circle. So get the circle from the middle of the circle, and that's it there. Now we need to reference it against the middle of this circle, like that, and click. Let go, take off the X-ray mode. Now we seem to have lost our circle. So it's either inside the plate, now it's underneath the plate, that's okay. That's okay, as long as it's center, we can move it around. It looks center to me, exactly what we want. So we're on the end of that plate, so we need to come, we can just go up. Let's just go up. We'll go up, say, the plate's 5mm thick, let's just go up, well, that'll do for now, and then we'll bring it down to the surface. So we'll bring it down and we'll tell it to straight down, and it should tell us on the surface, on the face of the component. Yes, that's what we want. Right, now we want to cut that, we want to cut it, go into the disk model and paste it in place. Right, and then we've got that there, and it should be exactly where we want it. And we've got to take that away from the, so bring that down and cut it off. There we go. So that is it. That's in the right place now. Let's come out of there. Okay, so that's it. We've got our hole nicely around, exactly where we want it. It's slightly offset to the where it used to be, which we could actually reduce our, if we want to, we could reduce our disk size at the minute, but I've made it that size. It's the size I can get in my CNC router, 370mm. Mine will do 390mm, it'll buy about 590. So with it being 370, I've got enough clearance, I can do it. I can get that into my CNC and mill it out, no problem. The smaller it is, the less material it's got to mill, and the quicker it can mill it. So, but I like the idea of it being that size, so I'll leave it like that. Right, so we've got somewhere tonight. Let's quickly save it. Let's save it. Okay. We've got a bit of rubber coming out there in case the disc gets moved. It shouldn't do. Well, it's part of the ground plane anyway. We've got, well, it would now. It is insulated. So what we need now is we need to work out this feed system. I've got to order this yet, so I haven't actually ordered that bit. I've ordered some other bits. Not ordered that. Right. What's that there? Why is that all weird? Ah, because we've got one type of hex compared to another. That's okay. Right. So we're okay. Let's make some bolts next. So I've got the normal bolts to go on and extended bolts. So I could put some hex nuts on top spaces after the bolt goes on. Let's make the bolt. Right, so it's about an M6, I think it is. Stainless steel. So let's make a polygon, and it needs to be, I'm not sure the size, M6, so it's 12mm. What's that, 8mm? Yeah, let's say 8mm. 6mm, 8mm, say 9mm. 10mm. 10. Right, so there's our nut. Looks a bit big actually. Let's grab it up, make it a group, make it a component. Let's put it up on here. Does look a bit big, doesn't it? Looks a bit big. Yeah, it's too big. Right, so how can we, I don't think we can size that, so I'll make another one. And we'll call it 8mm. Is that too big still? It is a bit. Okay, we'll make another one. Undo polygon, undo, move, undo, make, undo polygon. Right, let's make another one, and it's gonna be, hang on, I'll probably do it in situ. Right, let's do it in situ. Can't go wrong then. Let's just say it's that big. Right, let's go up and make it. How big is a nut? It's about what, 5mm. 5mm. Okay, and then we want a round thread on it. That's 6mm, so 3mm. How long is it going to be? It's going to be about 25, 30mm. 25mm, 30mm. Say 30mm. 30mm, there we go. Right, so we grab all of that now. Make sure we haven't grabbed anything else. No. Make that into a bolt. Okay. Let's colour it. Let's colour it. I don't know why I bother colouring it really. Oh, how did I get this? Oh, can't get it over here. Get over there. Right. Let's colour the back of it. There we go. We got a bolt. We've got a bolt. Right. Zoom out. Zoom in. Right. So we've got a bolt. It's the wrong way around. Wrong way around bolt. So let's spin it round. Let's spin it round. We can take a reference off that. Let's select it first. So select that. Take a reference off this. Spin it. What's happened here? Why is it? No, I don't like that. Let's take a reference off there. Spin it. Okay. 180 degrees. Okay, we've got our bolt the right way up. Too low, so we need to come up with it. Okay. Alright, we're in the hole. That's nicely in the hole. So let's bring it down flush with the surface. Go down. Right. How's that? Yeah. That's good. Let's have another 2 of them. Another 2. Let's have another 2. There we go. One over here. Another one. Oops, what am I doing? Another one over here. What's the drop frames like? No drop frames. Just see if we got audio still. We got audio still. There we go. Should have audio still. One over here. Yeah, we've got audio still. Right, let's get another one of these. Over here. Okay, now we've got to position them. Right, let's position them. up a bit. Yeah, let's grab that and fill the hole. Oops. This is awkward, isn't it? Sometimes. Wouldn't be this bad if I knew how to use this program better. What's the matter with that hole? What size did I make this hole? Was it not 6mm? 7mm. So I ain't going to put a 6mm in a 7mm hole, am I? It ain't going to be possible. So what I'll do is I have to go into this mode again. I have to grab this nut, put it down here, just articulate around a bit, grab from there, put it in here. Right, I don't know. We'll have to do it from all sides. It's probably better if I'd made it 7mm really. Even though it's 6mm pin, it wouldn't have mattered, but it would fit better. Right. So we've got to... Yeah, it's way out, isn't it? Well, basically we need to... Actually, I got a better way of doing it. Look, here, watch this, look. So you go like that, you go move like that, and you go into there like that. That's it. That's in the middle now, and you got to bring it up. Bring it up. Like that. Keep going up, and then drop it to the face of the component, not on the blue axis. On the face of component. There we go. It's nicely set now. Spin around to the other one. There's ways of doing it. Different tricks. Different tricks. Let's save everything. Let's do the same with this one. So even the hex has got a middle point. Put it here. That's it. And then we bring him up higher than you need it, and then drop it down onto the face of the component. That's it. Right, so we've got our 3 fixing holes, and they go through the plate into the right place. You can check whether they're in the middle of the holes. They look in the middle. Okay, now what we've got to do, they're probably longer than, I think them are longer than they are in reality actually. I think they're probably 25mm, so I'm going to alter that. I'm going to alter that, back it off by 5mm. I don't think they're 30mm, I probably think that I should have measured them really. Yeah, that looks more like it, yeah. Okay, so then we've got this plate at the bottom. So we're going to have to bolt, instead of using nuts to bolt this plate on, we'll use hex nuts. Hex nuts. Yes. And I'm wondering how we're going to seal it up, or do we need to seal it up? I suppose we could spray it with a clear lacquer once it's all connected. Like a conformal coating. Alright. There's things you can do. There. Right, so let's make a hex nut then. So we want it's a bit the same size again. So what we got here? 12 mil, 10 mil, 10 point something. Oh, that was just a guess, wasn't it? Okay, so we can copy that bit. Yeah, so copy that. Copy, come out, paste in place. So we've got that, and we need to extend it by 5, 10. Don't know how long does it need to be. 15 mil. 15 mil. Let's just say 15 mil. It's already 5 mil thick. So 10 mil. Now we don't want to get the bolt. No, we haven't got the bolt. So we need to get that away from there. We need to make that a component. Okay, and we need to drop it down. Oops, not that. Oh god, hang on, undo move. But we need to drop it down onto there. 5 mil. Don't know what that is. Let's just bring it down. That'll do for that. So we've got to fasten it up there. So we're going to have to bring that up to the surface of the component. Constrain on the line of the point. No. We need to get into the angle so we can see it. No, what's it doing? Hang on. On face of the component. Constrained. Maybe that is where we want it. Right, so we've got it there. And that plate, it should be directly over there. Is it? Pretty much, yeah. Oh, we're hollow. We've got a hollow hole for some reason. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Right. God, I got all the perspectives gone wrong there, so we need another one. We're going to get that lined up. So we need to be able to screw it onto there. So that screws onto there, holds that plate on. Then we need to, while the plate's on, holding the radials, we still need to undo this to fasten the tag onto there, the ring, and then bolt that on when we're ready. So we need another. Yeah, so we need to copy that. To put it on top of here. Yeah, I need to bring it down. I'm not sure, the wrong angle. I need to bring it down. That's it. We need to copy it again. Go around to this one. Go on, zoom in, you can do it. Alright, that's it. We need to bring it down. This is a crazy way of doing it, but I don't know of another way of doing it offhand, so it's probably an easier way of doing it. Right, what's that look like? The only way we'll ever know is if we go underneath and look through it. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Right. Alright, so we've got that. They're 15mm studs. So what we want is a little bit of some flexible cable. That's got to have a nut on it. It's a slotted screw. You need to be able to solder this to a piece of wire that attaches to that, but I ain't going to bother to model that bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this whole thing up a bit now. This whole thing up to meet that. How can we do that? It should be easy if we just... I need to see both faces at the same time, like that, and I need to fetch it up. Fetch it up to there. And it needs to sit onto the face of the component. I'm gonna have to move now because I can't see both faces anymore. Alright, so here we go, up some more. Nope. Try that. Now it's actually moved it, hasn't it? Has it moved it? Yeah, it's wrecked it. So undo that. Nearly. Yeah, I can't move the thing down onto it. I normally move the thing down onto it. I can come this way at it. Get closer in. Grab it. Where is it? There. Oh. Nearly. That's awkward, isn't it? Awkward. Can't get to the right side. I can't sort of... Yeah, because I can grab that and push it down to there, but I've got nowhere to grab this to push it up to there. Right, so I might have to do this just by eye. Or I can move it up a bit at a time. How can I do that? Tell you what I can do, I can measure down to the face of the component. No, hang on. Let's cancel that off. Ugh. Oh god, I've lost it there. Hang on. Just find. I need to find the height I am off there. Is that it? 02. Oh, I can't remember all that. Right. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to move it up. Right, what's that look like? It's a bit of a... Am I okay? I should be able to see straight through, up, and no, it's not quite right, is it? Something not right there, you can tell. I don't know, let's have a look. Maybe it's close enough. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good enough. Yeah. Okay, that is a bit weird, but yeah, it's the way the fixings are set up. It's the way they've done the Hustler antenna. Yeah. Unless I've modelled it wrong. Maybe, did I model it? No, I didn't. No, I don't think it didn't. I didn't go too exact. This is where we need to be exact, really, but anyway. Right, save that. Let's have a look what we've got now. So we've got the coax feed bolted. That bolts that onto there. And the nuts that fastened them onto the original one we can utilise. No, we need to bolt it through. So we won't need them nuts. So we're going to use a bolt here to bolt it through. And then we've got this open to the weather. It'll be like a driven plate. Fastened to there. So you can still undo these fixings. So we need some more of these nuts. Yeah, we need some more of them. So we're going to have to copy them. Let's copy these three. Let's copy them and take them down 50 mil. I've got a copy of them 50 mil, and we need to make unique. No, I'll tell you what, we'll leave them the same length, we'll just turn them round. Can I flip horizontally? Don't know. Flip blue direction. Yeah, that'll work. We'll just bring them up as they are, up to there like that. I saved a bit of time. So we just bring them up onto the surface. Might have to do this manually again. Right, on to face the component. Okay, so we've got our bolts. Albeit physically they won't be able to go on, but we'll use smaller bolts. Right, that's good. Okay, save. Right, so that's what it's going to look like basically. So now, how do I do this now? I need to make sure that these are exactly right to fit in there. It's not going to be exactly right. If I've measured it, and it depends how accurate I was when I measured it. Might not have been that accurate. Might not have been of that accurate anyway. So anyway, I've modelled how I wanted it. The only thing missing is the G clamps. Sorry, the U clamps. I need to put them in really. How could I make a G clamp that's round? I'd have to follow something. Or shall I make them out of just a flat bar? Yeah, that's probably easy for me to make. I could do that. So let's just do that. Let's see what size we got here. I can do that. Let's just make some U bolts. Alright, so we're going to go. First we'll do a square. They're going to be 50 mil. Let's just say 60 mil. 60 by 100. Right, so we've got that. It's the wrong way around, so undo that. Try again. 100 by 60. Okay, this is that we're going to make our U-bolt out of. So what we're going to do then is do some lines. So we want a line halfway, and then we need to measure out a centre line, a 50 mil diameter. I think it's 50 mil. Let's have a look. Can't remember now what these all points are. Let's have a look. $50 mil. So they're 50 mil. Right, so go back over to this bit. 50 mil. So we're going to go 25 mil out. 25 mil. 25 mil. We're going to go back. That should be 5 mil. That'll be. Oh, what size clamps do we want? They're 8 mil, aren't they? Right, let's go this way. 4 mil. That way 4 mil. That way 4 mil. That way 4 mil. Right. So we've got 4 mil that way. Let's measure. We need 4 mil again, so we want to go 4 mil in. 4 mil in. Right, that's your centre. So what we need now is to measure 50 mil from the centre. So we've got 50 mil. Okay. So we need an arch now from centre there. Oh, this will be the inside dimension to the centre there. And that's gone wild because it's the wrong one. Oh no. Oh, because we started too far out. Yeah, let's come halfway in. So let's say 25 mil. We're going to start from there to there. No, this ain't going to work, is it? I could do. Why isn't it doing anything? Should be snapping to it. Let's draw some lines instead. So let's draw some lines. I think it does it better with lines. So let's go from there. Yeah, there we go. Snap, snap. Snap, snap. That's their inner dimension. It should be 50 mil from, or 25 mil. No, got 21 mil. So from, oh yeah, because it's a centre to there. Yeah, got it. Right, so we'll do that. And let's do another one, see if it'll let us do it. From there to there. Again, we need to draw some lines. Okay, so let's draw some lines. Something not right there. What's not right there? Oh, I know. Need to come to there. Okay, and there. Okay, we got something weird going on here. Oh, God. Hang on. Let's get rid of some of these lines. Okay, we've got something like, we can get rid of that one, get rid of that one, and that one. Now we need to extend these down. I can always alter them after, so let's do, what's it do? Okay. Okay, we got that. We can lose that. We seem to have something going on here. Let's get rid of them bits. Okay, so we've got a hoop. Okay, it's not going to be a square hoop. Let's make it the right size. So we've got 8 8mm, so at least we better have it 8mm thick. It's a bit like a horseshoe, really. So I've got that. I'm not bothered about it being round. So that goes through the thing and out so far. So that's your round. So it should at least be 48mm between them two. 42. Yeah, 38, 42. Seem to be a bit big there. Maybe I didn't use. Maybe they're 6mm. Were they 6mm? I think they were 6mm actually. Instead of being 8mm, I think they were 6mm. Yeah, they were. Alright, that's a shame. So how can I reduce that size now? I should be able to do this tool here and reduce it by, if it's 6mm, reduce it by 1mm. Okay, so from this line to there should be 44mm. 44mm. Okay, so between there and there is what? 6mm. Yeah, okay, it's gonna have to be that anyway. It's only a placeholder. Let's get rid of this. We've got too much going on. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Slow, laborious. I could look at it on an angle. Could look at it end on and do it that way, I suppose. I can get rid of all this lot now. Right, what we got? Let's have a look. One more line to get rid of. Okay, let's make it 6mm thick. That's it. Right, now lengthwise. So what have we got between here? 44mm, and between there and there 22mm. That's about right. It's too long now. Needs to come through and stop about there. So let's have a look. Let's just bring it back. Bring it back. I don't know. Let's bring it back to there. Right, and then we'll just bring it out 25mm. 25mm. Right, okay. Let's get rid of all these drawing wires. Okay, let's make it a component. Give it a colour, I suppose. Let's give it a colour. Ooh, come back. Oh God, come on. Give me. How did it colour it? Don't know. Might have done it. Yeah, it's done. Colour it. Did I colour them? Yeah, it's done it. Oh, I see. That'll do. Oh, right, okay. Right, so we've got our hoops. All that to make a hoop, eh? Could have got it up. Probably just ordered one online, like, you know. Gone onto the model thing and downloaded one. Right, let's turn it round. Let's move it over to there. Go over there. Turn it round. At least it looks something like. Right, so we can do middle for middle again if I go middle to that. That centres it. Yeah, that's alright. It's a little bit squashed, but it will be squashed because it squashes the rubber. Yeah, it did squash the rubber, so maybe that rubber's a bit too wide. So I probably could do reducing that rubber a bit, really, but anyway. Let's lower it down. Keep it there, somewhere like that. Right, they're still too long, aren't they? Mind you, that's gone too far in, isn't it? Let's come out a bit. What's that like? It's alright, apart from the rubber's too big. But yeah, it's just going to squash up a bit though. Alright, let's make this less. I think it's about that size. Let's come back 5mm though. Let's just come back 5mm. That's it. That'll do. Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? I'm not going to put the nuts on, I don't think, now. Right, one more for the bottom. Duplicate that. Down. Where are you going? Why won't you stay nice? Why are you coming through on a weird angle? Right, let's try again. Alright, let's just go 300mm. Not enough, too much. Undo. Let's just do it manually. That'll do. No, it's gone silly. Undo. God. Hang on, let's try again. You got to stay where you are. Stop doing that. Right. Move it down. Come on. Into the hole. Yeah, that's something like. Okay, so what have we got? Yeah, we've got close enough. Right, so I've got. Right, so that's that. It's just shouldn't be doing this really. Doesn't matter, but at least to make it look right. Yeah, so when. See, I've modelled that now, and we've somehow got to push this disc over this antenna. But you'd have to bolt it to there before you put it on. Then you'd have to slowly undo this. You'd have to fit. That would be part of the antenna, the base. Bolt it to the base. Or would you put that over first, then fasten it, and then fasten that to there? Yeah. So when you build your antenna, you'd put your disc over first, lie it loose. Would you now, or would you build it up while it's off? Build it up while it's off, I think. Build it up while it's off. Now, how are you going to get... Yeah, you're going to have to slide it on from this end. So while this is off, you've just got this pole on its own with no bolts in. You're going to have to slide that... Why can't you just slide the whole thing over? You can. Ignore me, I'm being silly. So what you do is you have your pole fixed there. You come with the base of the antenna with a disc mounted already. Alright. You wouldn't mount that end bit, but just mount the disc, put your bolt through and tighten your hex bolts up. Then you drop the whole thing with the hoops in place over the top. Put your rubber packers. You have your rubber packers there. You'd have to position them. You could even glue them on there, but you'd have to position them, and then when the clamps will hold it on. Oh yeah, what time is it? Getting on a bit. What's the stream doing? 2 hours. I think that's long enough. Anyway, so we've got that. So the next thing is to... Now we've got this modelled up, we've got the model up to date, roughly, without the nuts. Anyway, I've still got to model the capacitor at to go on there. And we've got a radial section to go on, which I haven't got. I haven't got that piece. So, yeah, we do have to make another piece yet to go up the top. But then, if we mill out that, so we've got to mill it out in plastic. Got to get these sizes exactly right so it all pushes over. And, yeah, okay. We've got the clearance right there. I'll make one out of plastic and try it on, I think. The problem I got now is I have actually put the base, mounted it up on, put it onto the aerial, so I've actually got it's actually mounted there, so I would have to take it off to try the new piece on and put it out, because these dimensions have to be spot on. Right. Yeah, they have to be spot on. Anyway, that's gonna be about it for tonight. Let's have a look. Oh, let's just have a look with the radials on. Square it up. Zoom into there. Let's stick some radials on. So 4 radials. That's probably what mine's going to look like with 4 radials on. 4 radials. Oh, I tell you what, I haven't done the little U-bolts for this. Yeah. I need some little U-bolts to go over there. I suppose I could design that now, couldn't I? Put a few in. But yeah, I'll put 4 in. So the spacing here is... I can't remember now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. 14 mil. Right, let's quickly make some bolts for that. Quickly make some bolts for that. So here we go. Save it. Looks weird without the bolts. I need to get an idea of the sizes and stuff of the bolts I need to buy, the OU bolts. Right, here we go. So let's try to make a... Let's do the same again. Let's make a plate. So let's say, I don't know, 14 mil. They're going to be, what size U-bolts? Very small. 5 mil. 4 mil. Maybe 4 mil. 4 mil, 5. Let's say 5 mil. 5 mil. Right, I don't know. Let's measure the hole. What size hole did we use? Let's go on. 5.9, 6 mil. What is it? It's a weird size, isn't it? Hey, 6 mil. So I use a 6 mil hole. Now the hole's bigger than it needs to be, so let's say 5 mil. 5 mil. So we're gonna go 5 mil. Oh god, here we go. 5 mil. Over 14 mil between hole centres. So 2.5. 14 mil. I wish I was good at maths, you know. Right. Let's just do something. Oh god. What can I work it out? Maybe it's late in the day for this kind of stuff. 14 mil hole centres. 2.5 mil the one way. 2.5 the other. So total width 5 plus 14, 19 mil. So 19 mil. So let's say 30 mil by 19 mil. Okay, and then we've got to do. Let's get this up right like that. So we've got to hit half. Yeah. And we should have what we got there. 19 mil. So we come back 2.5 mil that way. No, that wasn't it. 2.5 that way. No, stop doing that. 2.5 that. What's it doing? Why is it doing that? Get over into the screen. Oh god, right. So I want a line 2.5 million. Yeah, like that. Why didn't it do it before? 2.5 mil, yeah, that's what I want. So that should be 14 mil, yeah. Okay, so 14 mil, we want to come 2.5 mil again. Then we want 14 mil. Is it 14 mil? Don't know, let's just do 14 mil. Let's try a hoop. So what is that? That's 14 mil. No. Where's the tape measure gone? 14 mil, yeah. So we've got 2.5 to there, so that's our outer edge. Alright, so we need to do one of them from there to there. No, that's not right. Why is it wanting to do that? Let's try again. So 14 mil, what's weird about this? There's something not right here. 16 mil, 14 mil, that's right. So we got 14 mil between there and there. That doesn't matter that way, does it, so much? Alright, so let's go. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing now. Hang on. That looks better. Oh, didn't even go to the line. Why doesn't it do that? Oh god, what's it doing? No, it's pointed, isn't it? It's not good. The whole perspective angle of this is wrong now. Right. Oh god, this is where you need to do your maths. If you get your maths right, you'll be able to do it. Alright. It is late in the day and I've been working all day and I'm also useless at maths. Right. What have I done wrong? Let's measure something again. So we've got 14mm between there and there. 14mm between there and there. And I need to I need half of 14mm, that's why. So I need 7mm. And I need to do the hoop from there to there. The outside of the hoop from there to there. Yeah, and that one from there to there. That's good. Then I need to do an inside measurement. Yeah, so I need to come in 2.5mm. In 2.5mm. And how far is that then? 5mm. Yeah, I said it wanted to be 5mm. We need to come in 2.5mm. Then we need to go like this. Oh, won't let me do nothing, why not? Oh, hang on. I have to draw a line again. He wants me to draw a line. So we'll draw a line, we'll humour it, we'll draw a line. Right, we'll draw a line. So I need to come from there to there. Is that right? Yeah. So this should be 5mm, thereabouts, yeah, that's good. Okay, so we need to extend it down over to there. That's it. Now I need to get rid of this. Okay, we've got a hoop and it needs to be grown by 5mm, not that amount. 5mm. So we've got our 5mm hoop that will take a 12 or 13mm. See what size is that? 9mm. That's not good. It's 13mm. 14mm between centres. 14mm between centres. That's not right. I did something wrong there. This is exactly why. This is why I need to design it in the first place. What's gone wrong here? So you got your tube. So the tubes, yeah, they're not quite apart enough, are they? I think it's 12. What's the diameter of this tube? Let's have a look. $13mm, I said it was. And my hole centres are not good. Let's have a look on top and parallel projection. Right. So what we've got, yeah, it would cut into it, wouldn't it? These holes need to be further apart. But what if that was 12mm? It still wouldn't be enough. If I said that's 13mm, yeah, so still wouldn't be enough. So this is the reason why I do all this, because I want to make sure these are right. We've got enough space to move them apart, unless I put them in the wrong holes. Have I put them in the wrong holes? No, I haven't. So they need to be moved apart. All that do. All them holes need to be moved apart. Yeah. They need to be moved apart. Okay. The trick is how do I do it? I could grab each one and move it over a bit. Yeah. Okay, I think we need to do that before we start designing a U-bolt to fit. Unless I don't use a U-bolt. I like the idea of a U-bolt though. Put a U-bolt in there, U-bolt in there. I need to clear it though, so I need to clear the... Yeah, so you wouldn't get a U-bolt, wouldn't go in there. The holes wouldn't line up. What time I got now? 10:30. So I do need to alter them. Tell you what, let's just alter one now. Do I delete the bottom bit and then do the top? Don't know. Anyway, I'll probably do that off screen. I'll probably correct that off screen. So yeah, we can see what we've got to do. So my U-bolt over here is not going to cut the mustard at the minute. I haven't got the size right. I've gone off the old spacing, but it won't do it. So let's scrap this one for now. Get rid of these lines. Tidy up this thing. I think we will drop it on the head for tonight. Kick it on the head. Won't bother. I ain't gonna sit there doing all them moving those whole spacings on the screen. So we'll come back to it. Come back to it. I'll do this plate. So the plate, I'll try not to make too many revisions of this plate. I want it to work by milling it once. A waste of aluminium. I'll mill it out of plastic. It's gonna have to be made out of plastic. The crucial bit is the clearance here, and then this whole configuration on the antenna, the hustler base. They've got to come out into this plate. I'll have to just slot onto the fixings exactly. And you've also got the plastic. If I get rid of the plate a minute, this plastic cap, end cap separator, hold all center thing. Hang on, can I get rid of the coax feed plate? Oh, got to get the nuts onto there, haven't I? I'd have to make a new one called, right, hang on, new layer. Coax feed plate nuts bolts, nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts. Okay, so we'll get them onto there. Why is it selecting that? Well, I see. That's it. Coax nuts and bolts. Right, so hide the nuts and bolts. Okay, so we've got that. Yeah. Oh, we've still got that bit. Yeah, we'll put that in its own one, I think. Right, so we need another layer. I call that SO2 SO239 connector. So that is an SO239 connector. I'll hide that. Oh, I've got two of them. What have I got two? Oh. Alright, that shows the wrong one. There we go. Oh, I got it twice. That's weird. Alright, cut. Cut. Paste in place. It's SO239 connector. Let's delete this layer. That's it. Alright, so let's make sure we've got everything there. Bolts. Coax feed plate. Yeah, I've got the coax feed plate, the bolts. Yeah. And let's put these bolts as part of this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Cut. Alright, paste in place. Layer. Alright, there's no layer, so it should just hide it. So that'll do. That'll do. Right. Okay. So I've got that bit sorted there. So let's just put it all back together now. The plate's got to be modified, the hole's got to be spread out to fit the U-bolts over there, so I've got that to do. I've sorted that out. I've got this there. I suppose you could put a 3D printer dust cap, or if you make this the size of something known. What about the lid off a spray can? Plastic lid off a spray can. And then just drill and push it over. Don't know. It won't be a weather seal, but it'll keep stuff out of the way, won't it? Doesn't really. Has it got to be a weather seal? Don't know. Not normally. No, because your antenna gets wet anyway. Gets wet there, doesn't it? And then there's your ground, or your ground plane, and then you got and the water can go in there, so. Doesn't really matter. Use enamel wire or spray it with a conformal coating. I don't think it matters. It's not that crucial for some reason. Anyway. Yeah, so we've got that to do. At least we've modelled it. We've got something like what we've got now. So we're going to have to mill this out of plastic. Same thickness and everything. Get it to fit on. So the plate, I've got to get this plate to sit on here just right with the nuts bolted through it. If it's any of these bolts holes are in the wrong place in the model, when it mills out, this is the hole that mills out in the bottom plate won't align. This hole won't align to it. Yeah, it won't actually align to it. And I've got to be careful as well when we drill it that there's enough space, because that yeah, it's got to have enough space. Then when we mill out the plate, so if we just do the plate hustler base. So I've got, yeah, so we've got to make sure, that Yeah, what we got to do? Yeah, we've got to make sure that you can physically mill this out without getting too close to the edge. Looks like we can. Yeah, we can do. How wide's that? Let's have a look. Between there, 3 mil. Yeah, it should be fine. That's enough. Can't go any smaller with that because we need to get the plastic of the Osler base to sit inside it. Let's go X-ray mode. Let's have a look. X-ray mode. So yeah, the plastic looked like it's got enough clearance, I think. Where is it? Hang on, so it don't look right. Oh, that's the tube. That's the antenna tube. Then you got your plastic moulding bit. No, looks like there's some clearance there, but when I go back to normal mode, it's like it's into the flesh of this aluminium. No, I might have only guessed that. So yeah, so basically, if that's not big enough, that hole, you won't get your plastic to sit in. Yeah, you won't get your plastic to sit in. So that hole might have to be made bigger. Tell you what, let's turn off the base a minute. So the hole at the minute is 37.5 mil, and the base is plastic is, let's get rid of Coax feed. So alright, so the base is it's only how I've modelled it. I modelled it from a proper base, so 40 mil. So that won't actually go in there, so we're going to have to open that hole up a bit. Well, we're going to have to open that hole, so that's 40 mil. It's got to just sit in there nicely, so... Alright, so that is... what size? 37. So this is going to have to be widened. So what we'll do is we're going to have to no, that's not it. Alright, so we're going to have to go, it says it's 40 mil, it's going to have some clearance. It's going to have some clearance, so 40 mil, 20, at least a mil clearance, at least 2 mil. Can't have too much because the fixings have got to, let's try 40 mil, say 42 mil, so 21 mil. 21 mil diameter hole. Right. And then it's where we see a problem because we've got a mill. It's not really a problem, but if it gets too thin, won't like it. .2 mil. Yeah, this is where it gets a bit critical. So I can't do 42 mil. So I'll have to do. Right, so we know it's 40 mil. I have to give it half a mil either side. So that's going to be 41 mil. So 20.5. Right, that's as far as I dare go with it. Right, so I'm going to have to do X-ray mode. X-ray mode, I'm going to have to get rid of that one. have to get rid of that. Oh, is it all gone? No. Is it underneath? The whole lot's gone. Okay, fair, good. Right. Oh yeah, there is it. Right, there's the hole, the old hole. Yeah, get rid of that. Come out of here. Cut that. Cut it. Go into the model. Paste it in place. Should be able to do. Am I still in X-ray mode? Yeah. Let's get out of X-ray mode. Right, I need to bring that down. Cut that out to there. So there's our new hole. It's quite close to the fixings. I mean, you could just leave it and put a gap in, but I want it to touch the bottom of the base. Really? Hang on, let's just put the base back on. Right, let's have another look at it. So it's already got the spacer anyway, so it's not touching, but only connected through the bolts. Yeah, so, but now we should have some clearance. 1/2 mil, yeah, we've got 1/2 mil clearance. It's not a lot. And that is round, and ours is polygon. So to get a nice smooth circle on it, I'm gonna have to do some work on that. I don't want to be doing filing out and milling. I'm gonna have to create the circle with more polygons. Oh, mind you, these are only tool paths. These will be translated into tool paths. So yeah, don't know. Anyway, that's why he was going to mill it out in a bit of plastic. That's why, to try all this stuff out. Right, okay. So we've got a bit to do. So we've modified that a bit more. Looks better now. We're getting rid of the obvious problems. Okay, let's just put all the radials back. SO323 connector, Coax feed and bolts. So everything's back where it is. And I've just noticed as well, because we're above the fixing pole, above it, so our coax could come, if we wanted to, could come from the bottom of the pole, inside the pole, all the way up the inside of the pole, straight out of the top of the pole, and fasten to there. I don't know. Now we need to do a coil. We need to do 10 coils around something. So we're going to work out that bit as well. And that's going to be another day. Yeah, so there needs to be the coil on the coax somewhere. It'd be nice if it could just be part of this. Would you get coax through there? You possibly could. Not sure how that would affect it near the steel. 10 windings, needs to be wider than that though. Someone said it needs to be 100 mil. I don't know. We'll look at that. Anyway. And there's another thing. Look, whether you have the radials on top or underneath. Bolted. The U-bolts underneath or from on top down with the nuts. I don't suppose it matters. It looks a bit weird on top. Would it look better if it was like that? No, probably not. Right, I even thought about putting a hole here in the plate Now you could put the radial through the hole, you bolt that side, and you use the other U-bolt to bolt it underneath, and you might get an angle in. You might get your 45-degree angle, but then you'd have all these sticking down here. You won't be able to walk around, but does it matter? Don't know. You got the option. You got the options. Right, I think that's going to be it for today. I'll just play let's save that. Let's just play that little video. Here we go. Alright, I've got it up. It's Sunday. There's a picture of it. I've got an articulated bit. I managed to get it on my own. It's a bit of a beast, to say the least. Right. Okay. That's gonna be it. And anyway, that's it for today. I'll carry on with it. Might be not tomorrow night, day after. And we'll leave you with it. Thanks very much for watching. Catch you all again soon.